at the Savas Center in St. Louis, Missouri. I'm Jim Houston.
And I'm Craig Simpson.
Welcome to what should be a spirited contest here tonight between the St. Louis Blues and the Chicago Blackhawks. We've got a fast skating team here tonight that likes to score goals up against a tight defensive side.
Jim, sometimes when you play against teams that are a little bit more defensive-minded, you have to be more responsible. That's going to be the challenge tonight.
Now we're ready to drop the puck for the opening face-off. Face-off won by Waite. Roach. Here's to Omorutu. To Tkachuk. The ref indicates a delayed call to Tuomo Rutu. Tkachuk gets called for high sticking.
He'll be spending the next 2 minutes in the penalty box.
Chicago is about to go on the power play for the first time in this game.
Jim, they've got some good finishers in their lineup, but they like to keep it simple. Point shots with lots of traffic in front. Passed over to Rutu.
Rutu goes offside and the play is stopped. Now, just because he hasn't been a head coach before doesn't mean this guy hasn't been around the game for a long, long time.
No, Jim, Mike Kitchen spent 9 seasons as part of the Toronto Maple Leafs coaching staff before he joined the Blues as an assistant coach in 1998.
To Bork.
Oh, he hit the post!
Chicago scoops it up. Sharp. To Smolinski. Oh, there's a shot. It's blocked. Stone cold by Bakashawa. Sharp to Bork. One-time shot. Missed the mark by a long shot. Another shot. Mayers. Vandermeer.
Loads of time.
He coughs up the puck. Roach dumped the puck in. Chicago is 0 for 1 with a man advantage as the penalty expires. To Dahlman. Lapointe takes possession of the puck. Here's to Omorutu, looking for his first shot on net. It's dumped in by Brewer. Now he passes the puck to Lapointe. It's cleared out by Seabrook. Brewer to Dahlman. Delayed call, Tkachuk. Now it's passed to Dahlman. Havlat will get the gate for high sticking.
The second you lift your stick over your shoulders, the referee's gonna nail you.
St. Louis will try and take advantage of a penalty here.
Well, we haven't seen the power play yet tonight, but we know they're going to be a handful.
They've got great skill on that first unit. Offside. About to drop the puck. The faceoff goes to the Black. And now it looks like we're going to have a little rough stuff.
Well, the gloves are off, and these guys are about to go at it. That was a mistake right there. You got the worst of that one.
The puck is about to be dropped. Here's Dallas Drake. Oh, off the crossbar. Habibulin freezes the puck.
Chicago penalty to number 43, James Wisniewski. A 5-minute major.
They're getting ready for the faceoff. The faceoff goes to St. Louis. Habibulin makes the save. St. Pierre grabs the puck to Keith. One-timer, just wide of the net. St. Louis gets a hold of it. Here's Doug Waite, who's already got a shot on target. Back in he comes, checked. Now he's cleared it. St. Louis takes control. Passed ahead to Garrett. To Doug Waite. Again to Garrett. One-time shot. That's blocked and didn't get through. St. Louis is 0 for 1 with the man advantage as the penalty expires. Dallas Drake. Now he dumps the puck in. And it's passed ahead to Daze. Goes behind his net. Under 2 minutes to go in this first period. Cranks it. Here's Martin Havlat. Shots are 3-1 for Chicago. Delayed penalty coming up. It's taken by Drake. Right on! And that'll do it. The first period draws to an end in a scoreless tie as we head to the break. St. Louis in a scoreless tie as the second period gets started. We're ready for the face-off.
Chicago penalty to number 17.
He shoots! Fired the puck just wide of the net, and possession goes to the Blackhawks. Cleared by a coin. Roach to Waite. To Guerin. Jumped off by St. Louis. Here's Doug Waite, who's got one shot on net so far tonight. Corralled by St. Louis to Tkachuk. To Bill Guerin. Quick shot! Guerin. St. Pierre to Roach. Now it's passed ahead to Guerin. Pass up to Waite. Puck cleared out by Calder. Here's Brian Smolinski. To Kyle Calder. Thunderous hit into the boards. St. Louis is now 0 for 2 in the power play. He intercepted it. Now he moves the puck into the attacking zone. He passes the puck to Chayanik. Now over to Drake. To Dallas Drake. One-timer! He scores! Keith Tkachuk.
One thing you could say about Tkachuk is he always plays with emotion. Now, sometimes it gets his team in trouble, but more often than not, it results in something positive like a goal.
The first goal of the game, and unfortunately it was scored on them, not by them.
That's okay. They've still got just under half the game to get one back.
Assisted by number 10,
McCammon.
Dallas Drake, and by number 26, Peter
Down into the corner. Quick shot! Steered aside by Nick Habibulin. He passes it to Bork. Now it's passed to Smolinski. To Smolinski. Bakashua made the big glove save. Bakashua got enough of that hard slap shot to change its course. The ref is signaling for the faceoff. The faceoff goes to Chicago. Huge shot! That's blocked. That's icing.
You better keep your head up or you're going to be knocked on your rear end.
About to drop the puck. The faceoff goes to St. Louis. To Weidman. Now he just gets it deep. And it's passed to Drake. On target from the slot. The Blackhawks have possession and start out of their own zone. Shoots the puck from the left. To Dallas Drake. Now he dumps the puck in. The ref indicates a delayed call to Heinold. to McKee. Here's Keith Tkachuk, whose goal still stands up as the only marker we've seen. The coin gets called for holding.
He held him up and the official got him for it. Now his team will have to do without his services.
And you can see the coach is having a word with the official because he's not happy about that call. St. Louis gets another 2-minute power play. Let's see if they can generate a few more chances this time. The faceoff goes to the Blues. Quickly steered aside by Nick Habibulin. Here's Barrett Jackman. To Bill Garrett, and he brings it over the line. Now he passes it over to Jackman. One-time shot. Just missed the net. Guerin to Tkachuk. Quickly another shot. Habibulin turned the shot aside. This power play's now half over, and there certainly have been a lot of chances.
Jim, they're getting the puck on net. They haven't been able to get to the goaltender.
Right in front. Less than 2 minutes to go in the second period. Over to Waite. Pretty nice glove save by Nick Habibulin. Roach. Here's Doug Waite, who's been all around the net but can't seem to score. And that's the end of the second period. 1-0 as we head to the break. We've got a 1-0 game into the third period. The puck is about to be dropped. Yet another face-off win for the Blues. They're over the blue line and on the attack. St. Louis continues to struggle on the power play. They're now 0 for 3. The shots are 7-4 for St. Louis. With a blistering shot, saved by Habibulin. He intercepts it. And it's passed up to Saint-Pierre. Fired it! Here's Kyle Coleman. He gets stapled to a coin. That's blocked. To Tkachuk. Here comes St. Louis. Shift after shift, putting on great pressure. To Calder. Cranked it. Blocked. Out comes Keith Tkachuk. Here's Bill Garrett. He's had a good, hard-working, blue-collar game. He steals it. Here's Kyle Calder. His hands are dirty. He's heading. Oh, we got a shot on goal. Passed ahead to Chianek. Now it's passed to Heino. Pass up to Calder. Shoots the puck. Here's Dennis Weidman from behind the net. Passed ahead to Heino. Now a quick pass up to Chianek. Sharp. In front. Sharp. Shoots quickly. Passed over to Chianek. Now rink wide to Heino. Delayed. He scores! That's a big 2-goal advantage, middle of the third.
The goalie was caught in no man's land on that one. What a beautiful pass that was to set up that goal.
Up by 2, midway through the third. Time to protect the lead, I think.
Absolutely, Jim. Count your blessings and get out clean.
Dallas Drake, assisted by number 13, Dan
Passed
Minogue,
over to Sena.
and by number 26, Peter Sienna.
Now a quick pass up to Havla. He intercepted it. Dumped in by Dolman. Tabby Bulin freezes the puck. They're getting ready for the face-off. Face-off won by Waite to Roach. Shoots it! Here's Barrett Jackman behind the net. Holmqvist. Now passed over to Bushinsky. Holmqvist, one-timer. He goes wide. Here's Brandon Bushinsky. Here's... He scores! That's a couple of goals tonight.
If Keith Tkachuk wasn't always looking to get his nose dirty, he could probably put up even bigger numbers. And that's saying a lot considering this guy has 2 50-goal seasons in his career.
The faceoff goes to St. Louis.
Number 7,
Here's Jay McKee. That's offside.
assisted by number 39, Doug Waite, and by number 5, Barrett Jackman.
We're ready for the faceoff. Yet another faceoff win for the Blues. It's dumped in by Brewer. Puck is cleared by Seabrook. Brewer dumped the puck in. Here's Martin Havlat. He's had a good, hard-working blue-collar game. Delayed penalty coming up. LaPointe will get the gate for hooking.
Calls like that are hard to make. On the one hand, you have to maintain control, but you also don't want to influence the outcome of the game.
St. Louis hasn't had any luck on the power play so far in this game, but they'll get a 4th chance here.
Well, they just need a few bounces to go their way. If they stick with it, the goals will come.
To Guerin. Guerin comes in offside. The ref is signaling for the faceoff. The Blues win another faceoff. He shoots! Hammy Bulin closed the door. Wisniewski, he clears it out. Down to the final 2 minutes of this 3rd period. Out come the Blues. To Heino. Chicago picks it up. Calder cleared it. There's a minute gone by on this current man advantage, and they haven't been able to muster up a whole lot of offense.
Well, they have to start spreading out, getting the puck to the point, and firing the puck on goal.
Shoots! Drake, another shot! That's stopped too. Drake. He passes it to Heino. Now over to Chayanik. Hammy Bulin stones him. Chayanik. St. Pierre dumped it. We're down to the final minute of the 3rd. St. Louis is now 0 for 4 on the power play as the penalty expires. Turned aside by Hammy Bulin. To Daze, and he moves it into the attacking zone. Into the last 10 seconds of the 3rd. That's blocked by the defender to Heino. He intercepts the puck to Marty LaPointe. Put it in the books. Chicago suffers yet another defeat and sees their losing streak continue. We'll wrap things up on the ice, then bring you the Dodge 3 Stars of the Game, brought to you by the all-new 2007 Dodge Nitro. Grab life by the horns.
Peter Sienna. Tonight's 2nd star for St. Louis, number 10, Dallas Drake. Tonight's 1st star, St. Louis, number 7, Keith Tkachuk.
From the Savas Center in St. Louis, Missouri, this is Jim Houston with Craig Simpson.
From all the team here at EA Sports, we'll see you next time.